Since Pokémon trading card game Pocket Spacetime Smackdown expansion launched in January, we forged ironclad defenses with Dialga EX, washed our opponents away with Palkia EX, and shocked opponents with Darkrai EX and Magnezone. Now it's time to look at the fiery potential of Infernape EX, a Stage 2 Pokemon EX that boasts a free retreat cost and the devastating Flare Blitz attack, which does 140 damage for just 2 fire energy. The catch: Flare Blitz requires you to discard all fire energy attached to Infernape EX after launching the attack, making it a tricky Pokemon to center your strategy around. This deck contains 2 Chimchar, 2 Monferno, 2 Infernape EX, 2 Moltres EX, 2 Dawn, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Sabrina, 1 Cyrus, 2 Pokeball, 2 X-Speed, and 2 Rocky Helmet. As a Stage 2 Pokemon, Infernape EX needs a considerable amount of time to come online before it can start doling out one-hit knockouts with its Flare Blitz attack. Additionally, setting up for a Stage 2 Pokemon might call for a wall Pokemon such as Dredigan to tank hits in the active spot, but since Infernape EX's Flare Blitz attack requires you to discard all fire energy from Infernape EX when you attack with it, you'll want fire energy acceleration in play as soon as possible. Moltres EX fits this role perfectly in the active spot. It can tank hits and fulfill the energy acceleration role with its Infernal Dance attack. You'll need to flip a few coins, but landing just one heads can make the difference between earning knockouts with Infernape EX or coming up short on energy. Once you start attaching fire energy with Moltres EX's Inferno Dance, you can use the Dawn Supporter card to provide flexibility with energy attachments. If your opponent has a low HP Pokemon in the active spot, you can potentially take an early knockout with Moltres EX's Heat Blast attack if you move one of the fire energy from a benched Pokemon to Moltres EX. Later in the game, you can even use Dawn to move fire energy to instantly power up an Infernape EX that just had to discard all its energy, surprising your opponent with 2 consecutive Flare Blitz attacks. The plan of attack with Infernape EX is simple. So the main strategy involves making sure that it's set up with all the fire energy it needs to attack with Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz's 140 damage is high, but it's still not high enough to one-hit KO high HP Pokemon EX, and with its energy discard requirement being exceptionally steep, if you want to make sure you're landing one-hit knockouts as often as you can, attach Rocky Helmet to your active Pokemon during the early game to ensure that you're dealing damage to your opponent's Pokemon before you start blitzing their HP. And don't forget about Sabrina or Cyrus. These supporters are key in chasing down important targets on your opponent's bench. Enjoy getting fired up with Infernape trainers!